talk about IoT and AI. So, does everybody know what IoT stands for? Internet of Things, absolutely. And AI stands for? Artificial intelligence. I love having a nice small room. I get like feedback. This is great. So, how many of you have heard of a smart home? Yeah. Does anybody have components of a smart home already? So you're turning on your Nest from here?
Nest from home.
Exactly.
Lights,
right?
on.
You switch your lights on, you can control. Okay, so if we're doing that in our homes, why aren't we doing it in our retail spaces? Think about it. As consumers, you guys are already invested in this, but yet when we think about retail space, we really need to start thinking about what a smart store is. And Apple actually started us thinking that way. If you think about how they've laid out the store, they got rid of the counter experience, they put us in and around the products. They learned that by looking at hotels. That was a disruption. This is obviously a quick layout of a retail space that is clothing based because it has fitting rooms, but what's important here for a jewelry store is not all that different, is opening spaces up, tracking data, looking at facial recognition. So this is what we're going to talk a little bit more about, is the idea that there's some amazing new technologies that you guys can be looking at to connect with your customers that will make a smart store. Let's look at an old technology. How long has Wi-Fi been around? Right? Think about it, Wi-Fi. But 4 years ago, my very first conclave, we talked about just that. Someone sat in my session, I talked about the fact that Wi-Fi gives you the opportunity to understand what your customers are looking at while they're in your store. That was 4 years ago. What did Yelp introduce this past year? Wi-Fi for everyone. This is really important to see. Have you guys seen this, by the way? Okay, so you're learning something new already. So simple technology, this is not something amazingly new. It's Wi-Fi. But why should Yelp get all the data? The reason Yelp is doing this is because they say to you as owners of your business, if you allow us to put Yelp free Wi-Fi in your retail space, we're going to tell you the age and gender of all your visitors. We're going to tell you who checked in. So what are you getting? But you could have had this already by putting your own Wi-Fi network in, believe it or not. So now Yelp is making it easier for small businesses to do it for you. And then they're going to be able to curate that data and share that. Has anyone seen interactive Windows displays? I love this as a consumer. This is why I love talking to you guys, because I want to own a retail store so badly, because I just want to play with all the cool stuff. So what I love about what's happening with smart windows is that they act just like Tinder here. You can swipe left or right and look at the products you like. Now, what's neat about this, and this particular company's doing, is I don't have to walk in your store. So if you are in a shopping mall where people can walk by, having an interactive window where someone can engage with the product, but this technology is keeping track of facial expressions. So they're logging emotions. So even if they never come in the store, what are we going to learn from our customers? We're going to learn what women connected with, what men connected with, what they didn't like. We can switch out the products. Boy, is that going to make ordering inventory a lot easier. This is the future. This is now. This is here.